So let me dive deeper into the formal concepts that make this work: the abstraction function and the representation invariant. These concepts are crucial for understanding how to maintain representational independence rigorously. Let's look at the publication date opaque data type in detail. The representation might include an integer year, a calendar system, an integer month, and an integer day. The representation invariant specifies conditions that must always hold. The year cannot be zero because there is no year zero in historical calendars. The month must be between 1 and 12. The day must be between 1 and the number of days in that month for that year and calendar system. And the calendar cannot be null. Now, the abstraction function maps the concrete representation to the abstract value. In this case, it says these four numbers stored internally represent a specific moment in history. Since different calendar systems use different numbers for the same date, the abstraction function converts everything to a standard format so we can compare dates consistently. Now, let me kind of explain this with the example which is there on the slide. The abstraction function says that this represents the Battle of Hastings date, which, when normalized for comparison, is actually 21st of October 1066 in our modern calendar system. Now, why does this matter? Because two publication date objects might store completely different numbers internally. But if they represent the same actual historical moment, they should compare as equal. The abstraction function here is defining what same moment means. Now, every public method must also maintain certain contracts. For example, the is before method requires that the representation invariant is true when called. It returns true if this date occurs before the given year in the specific calendar system. It does not modify anything. It ensures that the representation invariant is still true after the method completes, and the result is based on comparing the abstract values according to the abstraction function. Now, here's the crucial insight. If we later migrate to Julian day offsets or Unix epoch seconds internally, clients will stay oblivious because observational equivalence is preserved. The abstraction function and representation invariant ensure that the behavior remains identical, even though the representation changes completely. This formal foundation gives you confidence that your abstractions are sound and that changes to the representation won't break clients in subtle ways.